pistol ran out of ammo. I had to reload. He was still shooting.
We need assistance immediately. Let's report a shot fired at officer. Shots fired at Watertown police officers.
My pistol ran out of ammo. I had to reload. He was still shooting. I reloaded. It turned out I emptied my pistol.
We need assistance immediately. Let's report a shot fired at officer. Shots fired at Watertown police officers.
My pistol ran out of ammo. I had to reload. He was still shooting. I reloaded. It turned out I emptied my pistol out.
There's explosions and gunfire going on down the street.
Agency advised possible dynamite type explosives and it's calling up the officers that are responding.
I thought we were gonna die. I mean, I truly thought.
We need assistance immediately. Let's report a shot fired at officer. Shots fired at Watertown police officers.
My pistol ran out of ammo. I had to reload. He was still shooting. I reloaded. It turned out I emptied my pistol out.
There's explosions and gunfire going on down the street.
Agency advised possible dynamite type explosives and it's calling up the officers that are responding.
I thought we were gonna die. I mean, I truly thought that we were gonna die.
We need assistance immediately. Let's report a shot fired at officer. Shots fired at Watertown police officers.
My pistol ran out of ammo. I had to reload. He was still shooting. I reloaded. It turned out I emptied my pistol out.
There's explosions and gunfire going on down the street.
Agency advised possible dynamite type explosives and it's calling up the officers that are responding.
I thought we were gonna die. I mean, I truly thought that we were gonna die.
The first explosion happened about 10 or 15 seconds later. There was a second explosion.
Investigators hoping to close in on a suspect this morning. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross leads our coverage from Boston. Good morning, Brian.
Well, good morning, George. There's a growing sense of confidence here this morning based on the FBI's discovery of a clip of video that appears to catch the moment when a man placed a bag with one of the bombs. But those video images had not yet been made public, and the FBI spent Thursday debating whether making them public would cause the terrorist to strike again.
We knew it with eyes wide open that if we release those photos, we're basically telling them, heads up guys, we've got your photos, we're coming for you.
FBI technicians spotted the bomber in the white hat using a cell phone just before the explosions. If the two bombers could be quietly identified through cell phone tower records, maybe they could be captured before they struck again.
The element of surprise is a huge factor for law enforcement when making arrests.
Now we do have this exclusive development.
But then the FBI says its hand was forced when a Boston TV station obtained one of the photos.
Fox 25 has now obtained a photo of one of the suspects, and we're going to take a look at it right there. You can see it on your screen. The man with the white baseball cap.
Did you ask that news organization to hold off?
Yes.
And what did they say?
Yes. They said, we'll give you a little time.
And so you had no choice but to go
No,
public.
and no choice.
The FBI agreed to give the TV station a 1-hour exclusive
Good afternoon.
before the head of the FBI Boston office, Rick DeLaurier, released the photos to the dismay of many of the field agents.
That went all the way down to Washington, D.C. That was FBI headquarters, Department of Justice, Eric Holder.
To the Attorney General.
Yes.
Today we are enlisting the public's help to identify the two suspects. The photos and videos are posted for the public and media to use, review, and publicize.
The photos went around the world in minutes, and agents manned the phones to handle the expected deluge of tips from the public.
We told everybody, strap in, this is gonna be a long night. Hopefully we're gonna get that call, that tip, and then we waited. But unfortunately, that one call that we were hoping to get, that didn't happen.
Not a single call that night from any of those who knew the Tsarnaevs, from school, from the neighborhood, from the gym. Radio silence until this.
Oh my goodness. Hurry up. All units, respond. Officer down. Officer down. All units.
Pure radio call. That didn't happen.
Not a single call that night from any of those who knew the Tsarnaevs, from school, from the neighborhood, from the gym. Radio silence until this.
Oh my goodness. Hurry up. All units, respond. Officer down. Officer down. All units.
Pure radio call that there's an officer.
Until this.
Oh my goodness. Hurry up. All units, respond. Officer down. Officer down. All units.
Pure radio call that there's an officer down. And it turns out it's Officer Sean Collier at MIT.
The two Tsarnaev brothers, seen in this MIT surveillance video, had approached Officer Collier's parked squad car.
They assassinated Officer Collier in hopes of getting his gun.
After failing to get his gun, they run away.
And then it got worse.
911 recorded line.
We started hearing about a call for a carjacking.
The brothers carjacked this black Mercedes SUV, forcing its owner to ride along.
They stole money from him. They took out money from his ATM. They even stopped to get gas and get snacks for what presumably was going to be their drive after that.
Their plan was to head to New York and set off more bombs in Times Square. But the carjacked Mercedes owner escapes, dashing to another gas station across the street, cowering in fear that they will follow him.
911. Please help me, please. They have guns. Where are they? They're in the Shell gas station in Memorial Drive. They're in front of the gas station? Yeah, I just got it wrong. They say that they are they did the explosion, marathon explosion. They are Muslims.
The older Tsarnaev runs into the store to tell his brother what has happened. We gotta go. Johar drops his packs of Red Bull and Doritos, and they race away.
They started pinging that car.
Sergeant John McClellan closes in with another Watertown officer, Joey Reynolds, just ahead of him.
I come around the corner and the bad guy's out, arms fully stretched out.
Reported shots fired at officer, turns up the vehicle.
Shooting at the windshield of Officer Reynolds' cruiser.
Shots fired at Watertown police officers.
The bad guy switches from Joey to me and takes one shot and puts it right through the middle of my windshield from about 120 feet away.
We need assistance.